Right, so I got the tiles off. I really don't have no sudden reason to take them off. I just want to see how they are. Yeah, they definitely need some WD-40. Yeah, and then like these things, I mean, they tone well. They tone well. This side, they tone perfectly on this side. But I started toning it this side, you just gotta put some strength into it. Feels like it's not even getting there too. This side can just tone perfectly. See over there how it goes more over here than it does over here. You can go more. Anyway, brakes walk. So let's just say I put my foot there. Oh, don't tip over the thing. Okay, so I put my foot there. Alright, got my foot on the brake. You can see it expanding the brake too. Is that a spider I'm seeing? Yeah, it is. So anyway. So I spin this way. And then I push on the brake, it stops. And then I spin it, push the brake, stops. I'm actually pushing it. Push off the brake. Yeah. That's the main deal of it. They kind of got the problem. Where that spider went? Yeah. It ain't jumped off somewhere. That's a spider. I think some of them, yeah, dead spider. That one, it's not even a spider although. Alright. So anyway. The steering works fine. You know, it's turns out it's actually supposed to be cricket like this. I did not know that it was supposed to be cricket. See, I'm kind of like cricket. It is. You see the steering wheel going up and down like that. These things, they spin fine. If they supposed to. On this side, they're the same. So no spiders on me. No, really. This thing. Could do a little bit more WD-40 on the balance, but they fine. They still work. But they work as good. The back ones, those are the ones that needs most of the hand. These ones, literally like, you can hear the scraping sound. It really sound like that pushing on the brake while I'm turning the hubs. But they all work pretty good though. I got my seat finally bolted on like it's supposed to. I probably had said on the other videos, but I probably forgot. I haven't uploaded in a long while. Kind of ran out of things to do on it because since I can't get no engine, since I got them 4 tires out there, what I'm gonna do is I got them 4 tires so you can tell the difference between the two. One seem like wall tires, the other one seem like door tires. But if you kind of come up close to it, you can tell the difference between the size all in all. They ain't the same. They may look like the same, but they really ain't. This may seem like it because of the video. These ones are the bigger ones right here at the bottom, the ones that's like door tiles. So I'm gonna put these in the back. You know, then I'm gonna put these ones, the wall tiles, in the front, since they're like smaller. You know, because that's just how it's supposed to be with like go-karts. It's supposed to be like the big tiles in the back and the small tiles in the front. You know, because you know the go-kart's supposed to be like angled down, not up. Or, well, I mean it could be perfectly straight, but it's probably better if it's kind of angled down. Because whenever you like move it and all, it makes you get more speed. If I'm right. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fit out the tiles. I don't have to worry about if they fit the same axle or anything. They both fit the same kind of hub. They both do, because they all use the same kind of bolts. These are the bolts that came off the hub to unscrew them. Here's the other ones over there. Have them in order in front of the same, if I don't lose track of them. Not like I would anyway. They all look the same. So anyway, got all that done. Pedal walk. Well, no, that's brake. So let me start. Brake walk. The throttle pedal walk. It's hooked up by a springing system. So as in this part right here. Oh my god, I don't want to touch no more. Yeah, I got these damn spiders everywhere. Anyway, all the cable is connected by this thin wad that's bendable. Okay, it goes up to here. That's being bolted in order for it can be like, okay, so let me show you. Whenever I push the pedal like this, so whenever I push the pedal, see, it stops right there at that very moment. I can adjust it, but it can go either less, it go like, let's just say less, or like, let's just say fully high. But yeah, and then it's hooked up to a spring to make sure it is suck back, and then you hook up the throttle cable to this. Hook up the throttle cable to there. On this point, I have a bolt, and this type of special bolt is it have like in the middle of it. It have a zoom in a little bit. It has a special. It has a special a hole inside the bolt in order for the throttle cable to undo it, because you can't just twist the throttle cable around it. You can't do that. No, it goes through it. This actually came from a old bike set, old bike brake set, but I just used it on here because the only thing I had on me is like I have bikes and all, so I'm like, I also use like something from one of the old ones. Yeah. So Alright. So all that done. I got everything adjusted. I managed to get the seat moving back. I'm not gonna sit in this again because I had to wash on the seat and spray on it with bug poison because I'm not too big of a fan of spiders. Call me whatever you like, call me sissy or whatever. Arachnophobia ain't my suffizo, I'm still zoomed in. Oops, sorry. It ain't my suffizo. But other than that, I got it 90% done. I got this. This is just a extra little part right here that I'm probably gonna actually recut it and then weld it again. This part right here. If I can like cut like little lines on each side and put it in there so it could be equally matched and then weld it there. See, the only reason why I did it like this, is because, well, I'm not good at welding, so you clearly see I am nowhere good at welding. Like, let me see if I can turn on my brightness. Oh, it says I can't turn it on, but you get the gist of it. It don't work well at all. Well, I mean, it holds. Yeah, everything holds. This ain't the strongest welds. It holds there because I have it welded in different places. Because I have it welded here. I have it welded here. And the welds down here is actually, like stronger than it is up here, but they all about equal. So, and then let's just say if I cross only hit at this part and I push that forward, these bars for the roll cage, it's it got these grooves right there, so it ain't coming through there because it's too big. If it can fit through here and try to, I guess you say, soak me to death or something, like not like it would, it'd probably kill me, but you get what I mean on that one. So it works pretty well. Like I said before, I got this seat belt strap right there that I got some for pick and pull. That was the only thing I really got some from there, cause they are not somewhere you want to go if you want to buy parts for something. They are not. Every single thing you want to get from them, it's expensive. Man, I swear they saw it's about at least a seat about a couple hundred. Was this a seat, an old tore up seat that someone, if they had that seat, they would literally go on the side of the road that tore up of a seat. That tore up of a seat. So lucky enough, you know, small I was just driving one day. One time I was driving one day and then we just found these little cushion things on the side of the road, got them, cleaned them off, sprayed them, bug spray and everything. And they comfortable, they soft. I mean, shoot. That's all you need. I mean, shoot. It's not supposed to be like a car. It ain't supposed to be complete comfortable. You're supposed to be aware of your surroundings on it. You know? But, oh, I almost forgot. I got some lights for this thing. Alright? Now, don't get ahead of yourself, but they ain't perfect. And I have to figure out the wiring of them. Cause I ain't bought like regular light stuff for like either like car stuff or maybe like buggies, go-karts and all that type of stuff, you know, like them little small bulb things which you can put inside them light bulbs if one of them blow out. Yeah. So I ain't bought those. What I did bought was some Dollar Tree light bulbs. Dollar ones, you know, the round ones. You know, round like bulgy big ones, yeah. I'm gonna put some right there, some right there. Maybe. I don't know. I may put them right there or put them right there. I'll figure it out. It's all about the wiring that I'm also scared about and if it's gonna work. But mainly what I'm actually worried about is a battery. Cause think about it, if I can't get an engine, what makes you think I can get a battery? So I want y'all to help me out as much as you could. I'm not asking, alright? I'm not asking for strictly money. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying, can you like at least watch my videos like a bit more, help me out a little bit, because you know I already seen how many views I got on all my other videos. Some of them is probably like, some of the views probably came from me when I was like editing the videos and all that, and I was like, you know, we watching some of the videos to make sure I ain't screwed up too bad on it. But other than that, that's all I need you to do. I just need you to make sure you can just like watch the videos a little bit. I don't have no Patreon, alright? If I said that right, I don't have no Kickstarter Patreon. I don't do that type of stuff, alright? Plus, I'm not even famous enough I can do that stuff either way. So, that's what I want you to do. Help me out a little bit. If I can put to my headlights, and maybe if I can at least get me at least a C Power Freight engine, at least, you know. Cause they can give me like one of them C Power Freight engines, you know they got them things for like 100 and sometimes it's 100, sometimes 120 something, or maybe 150. But yeah, you know, just something if I can get me like a nice quality engine. I'm not gonna be able to change everything on here, cause well, it's about the label of it. You know, welding this thing was already a pain in the ass anyway, because I'm not great at welding. This was my very, very, very first welding job. My very first welding job. Very first. And I'm not saying it was great. I mean, y'all saw me, you know. I don't know. Someone knew, yeah, I got the school near me, they was just talk about something I can hear them do. The microphone, you know, it's one of them loud microphones. Anyways, it's like, that's all I need, you know? This thing is awesome. And all I want to be able is just to drive this thing, you know? It's like, I'm not going nowhere because think about it, this thing ain't street legal at all. But right here, this do seem like a place where I could put a light bulb. Actually, looks like it used to be something there, actually, if you think about it. Let's say, I can't read what that is. Like, you know, it just say eel. I think it says Gil. Yeah, it says Gil because I think that's a G right there. EAR, Gil. Gil something. The west is scraped off because it looks like it's been painted black. I'm gonna try to paint this black without taking the angle grinder to it, sending off all that paint or paint removal on it, and then put some primer. What you gotta do in order if you can get this thing like very like a nice paint sign to it. So let's just say as an example, what part of this go-kart that's like kind of shiny? If you think about it, it's nowhere. Okay, so here. Alright. So you see how it's like nice and smooth and all this? This been sprayed with like primer and stuff, right? It's been primed, then it's been painted white. And the thing is with this needs to be grinded off. The paint, grind it off, or at least put some paint removal, and then take one of them metal to wire grinder blades, and then just like grind off all that older paint. Sand it a little bit, sand it. Well, not you don't have to, but if you wanted to make it like nice and like smooth and everything, just sand it a bit. Or like sand the blade from angle gun to sand it, and it have to be metal. This is a metal go-kart. It's not wood, If it was wood, then all the shit I done to wouldn't be possible. Especially welding it. This probably didn't see all the other awful welding I did. Sparks going everywhere. Pieces of molten metal flying to the ground. Everywhere around you flying on me. Melting some of my sorts and all that. Yeah. But that's welding for you. So, Plus that's new for the new guys. That's not, I guess you say, pro at welding. So, yeah. That's just mainly it. Like, just gotta grind it off, put a fresh coat of primer. Okay, once that primer is, or you can get that two mixed stuff, paint and primer is mixed up all together on them cans. They're expensive though. You can get them at Harbor Freight or Home Depot, Lowe's. Them kind of home needs stores. And just buy them tire stuff if you have to, but you don't really have to. I mean, I'm sticking with what I got right here. I got some old spray cans in my garage and all. I got some red. I got some black spray cans. I'm thinking about spraying them or something. But most likely I'm not, cause I don't really have no need to. Cause it's like, I may be able to walk on it, but how it is. You don't spray it. You don't do all this type of stuff on it until you get an engine. And the thing is, I know it didn't have an engine. All right. Me and my other walker, which is technically my pops, but me and my assistant, we've been trying to get a lawnmower engine to work exactly. Which was technically, I guess, and you can say, a bad idea. We technically messed up a good engine from a lawnmower that used to work fine until we took it apart, taking off the governor, and then put in JB Weld on places it should not be inside the engine, accidentally. Turns out we did it wrong. I did not know that. We can always restart it, but now we'll even start. Governor on or off. Well, technically, if we wanted to put back on the governor inside the engine, that's physically impossible, because in order for that thing to come off when we took it apart, we kind of had to break it off. So it's not coming back on. Not like it matters, because I heard that it can still run even without the governor. With or without the governor, which is like a bless for me, but just the whole damn thing is it just won't run at all, and I'm kind of confused on it. Shoot, I got tires, It's like I got all the stuff, tires and everything, seats, suit. I mean, I worked it hard on this thing, very, no homo. Anyways, so it's like. Worked it hard. Cutting metal, that's the dangerous job, because you can clearly tell that I need to recut it and weld it again. I don't know what I was doing. I mean, my assistant wasn't really trying to help me on this one because saying it's a bad idea, but I'm be like, okay, maybe not. But maybe the suit, maybe it's not. But I don't know. But at least I guess he had a point. Since when we got this thing, we managed to get this in our car. But now since I put this roll cage, there's no way in hell this thing is even gonna attempt to fit in our car. Not like we gonna carry it over the fence and then into our garage. So no, that's too big of a hassle. This thing is not light, and especially when we first got it with the engine on it. Oh no, that thing was heavy. I picked up the back once. I damn near called 911, which is a joke, but that thing was heavy. Like this thing, it was not light at all. I had to barely, yeah, we mainly had to roll it and carry it, cause like the wheels were seized up. The wheels were seized up and everything, so we couldn't really like walk on it like we really should have. So like everything to it. What smaller move what I did do was when I first got it, something small I did, I put a WD-40 on the hubs, because I knew for a fact that they would, in fact, be stuck, and they kind of were. They was kind of seized, So I did that. Another reason why like the whole thing wasn't moving very well is because the engine, was still hooked up to the whole thing. It was hooked up to the whole thing, and the kind of thing how this work is, it don't use no regular clutch or torque converter. It just used a pulley, and it's like this pulley thing that's connected to the engine. Well, it can come off. You just got to unbolt it. But yeah, that's how it used to work, and it worked fine and all. Well, I guess something what I should have done, which me and my assistant have fully regret on, was we should have took it a better look at the engine and see what was wrong with it before we even tried to start it. Because we didn't change the oil, we just checked the small parts, because, we was kind of hesitant on taking it apart, I mean, I was as well, but it was like, you gotta do what you gotta do. When you work on the project, if it fucked up, I mean, excuse my language, I mean, if it mess up, you know, just gotta we saw later, it's like, there's always next time, right, so, of course, in this case, there ain't no next time. I got plenty of senses to do. I'm doing all I can. I'm trying to walk. I'm trying to do all I can. If I can at least get me a proper engine. I have not said not one thing. I've been like quiet about the whole engine thing for a while. I've been just watching me like work videos about how to build buggies and how to fix on engines and all that type of stuff, like go-karts and all that. I've been watching tons of them, because that's like my favorite thing to watch. Awake or asleep. I love watching stuff like that when I'm asleep. It helps. So I watched all the videos. I watched a whole bunch of people, and just they showed me how to fix engines. They showed me how to fix engine that the bearing spun, or as I say, the wad went through the crankcase or the side of the engine. They ain't said how to fix a hole inside, like on the side of the engine. They ain't said that at all. I called plenty of repair places, lawnmower places, everywhere. Too. I remember the first time when I was trying to get a carburetor for the engine, for the engine that did work at the time. We went to every single place, lawnmower place, everywhere. Into some places, I mean, they had carburetors, They had carburetors, mainly just lawnmower carburetors, or if they did have like the carburetors, something close to what we needed, way out of our budget, Talking about like, what was it, $50 or maybe like 100? No, actually no. If I remember, it was like $70 for one of them cheap little cardboard things, carburetors that looks like it could be laced like a little toy, like $5. That's what it looked like. You know, it's like a regular plain old carburetor that looked like it costs at least $5. At least $5. It looked like it. But no, the thing was $70. And then now I'm all looking around out there. I'm thinking, be like, nah, you playing. It must have some gold in it. It must have some gold, some silver, some stainless steel, something good in it to be that expensive. Bull. No, that thing was made out of fucking aluminum and brass. You know, cause you know because you know like in the carburetor under the float blow, you know, the float was made out of like a type of like I guess you say, what was it made out of? It was like either copper or brass, all I know. But you know, the seat stuff. $70. That thing was even very shiny. The thing actually was kind of old. It looked like it been used. Looks like it been outside and already used. Don't be like, well, you want $70 for that? So I'm like, no. Alright? I'm not paying for that shit. You can take that somewhere else. No, I find somewhere else. We went everywhere. So we decided to be like, you know what? Forget it. We're just gonna go back home and take apart the carburetor, clean it with gasoline. I know you're supposed to clean carburetors with diesel, but we ain't have no diesel. We only have gas. So we just clean it all off and just cleaned it with like carburetor cleaner. That's what the can say, carburetor cleaner. Just cleaned it off with everything we could, and then like grab like them little thin pieces of wire needle, you know, to like stick it through all the jets to make sure there ain't no dirt or debris stuck in them. And then after doing all that hard work, this started to work. You know, it actually did. At first, first time we had this go-kart. See, this is the front part right here. And this front part was like facing towards this fence right here. Right next to whatever. I'm actually still wondering what that thing is. But anyways, we had the point this way next to whatever that square leg thing is. So we had a point there, and the first time starting it, I hopped in it. I didn't have time to push the brake. The damn thing, zooming past and hit the fence. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. It almost hit the fence. My assistant pulled out the spark plug cable from it, and that managed to shut it down. Also this is the spark plug fits right here. Yeah, so I also did that as well. And the other something. Anyways, I did all of that, and I'm be like, okay, that was close. That could have ended up bad. And so actually, a couple times we actually managed to get this thing from here to right over there, right by themselves. Just barely managed to, all right? Just minutes. But technically, I'm leaving out some details. Before we actually went fully around, what actually happened first was, okay, this time the front was pointing this way, okay? It was actually pointing that way. The front was pointed that way. And so, so after pulling the string, the thing did actually have electric start, but what was it? On the starter, it was kind of burning out in the gears. I think it was on like both of them, was kind of worn down. So yeah. Oh, and then also the plate to it broke off. The plate that was connected with the starter, if we can bolt on the starter to the engine, it just broke off, So that plate completely came off, and it ain't nothing we could just screw back in. No, we literally had to take one of them. What's it like? One of them, I guess you say hose clamps, like one of them squeeze clamp things. It's like it's thin, very, very, very thin, and it's like bendable. And then you can just screw it to tighten and loosen it. Yeah. So if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, we pitted one of those on, and we pitted on there. All right. So then we started up, and then went over there, hit the wall, dent in the fence, dented the fence fully, asking the fence went closed in. If that engine was still on and the thing gets, if it was on full power, I most likely would have went through the whole fence, you know. And this was like a while in the time where I ain't had no roll cage, so my head probably be gone. I'm just saying, you know, like this go kart stuff dangerous, you know, but I still find the fun. I find the danger fun of it. If there ain't no danger in it, then it ain't fun. Call me crazy, I don't care. That's just how it is. Plenty of people out there will agree with me. They be like, "Yep, you damn right." It's the deal of it. It's the adrenaline. I love the adrenaline. The adrenaline. I probably saying that one there. I love the adrenaline of the danger of it. It's always fun. So, as I was saying, rammed into the fence. So then we pushed the back. Alright? Pushed the back. Started it up again. Just after working out the arms all day long. Because, you know, the starter ain't working no more. So we're like, okay, fine. We take out the starter. Because, you know, because I forgot to put in. Before we actually put on that squeeze clamp thing, we just took off the starter all together. And so we went. So after just pulling for a while, the thing finally started. The thing is getting plenty of gas into the carburetor. So we went all the way. I managed to make this thing turn with it. I was like hauling ass with it. I was like literally turning around the trampoline and all. I'm like, ooh, this is fun. And then cut off, and then they started up again. And so then I'm coming through like this way, but between the post and the trampoline, can't come and do this way. Almost hitting the fence before the thing shut off, and I was hitting the brakes to death. I was hitting the brakes. I'm like, no, please. I do not want this thing to crash. No, please. So I done everything I could, alright? I'm gonna be lying, but that shit was fun as hell though. I'm not even going to cap on you. It was fun, you know. I know damn well you did. Y'all hear that noise? Look under. The weld breaks off. I have to re-weld that now. There's never no end with this damn go-kart. I hate it. Anyway, I was dealing with issues, I think. Is this thing coming off well? No, it's still on there for now. So anyway, on fully around. Alright, so I pushed the go-kart back